Hello everybody! After a long time. Not a long time, but 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of ridiculous nonsense, I am back from the dead. Now you're all probably gonna guess the correct answer of why I've been nearly dead for 2 weeks, 14 days. That's right. Sixth form. Fucking sixth form. Like, literally. The ridiculous nonsense. Now in this video I won't be doing any guns yet. I'm gonna try and do some guns in the later month. But here is a warning for probably for year 11s, for year 10s in the UK. This is a how do you say it? This is a national warning for youth, for those who are going to be young adults like me, 16 years old, and are probably going to go their own ways. Now this is a important warning. Now I'm not going to coach you over the education. What I'm going to do with you first is how to not be in where I am in the first place. So before anything, you should be thinking about how you shouldn't be there in the first place and why. And with these kind of resources and knowledge, you can immediately identify what is best for you and what you must not go into. So anyways, let's go over part 1. And that part 1 is why you must not be in sixth form. Now, let's be a bit blunt at this stage. Sixth form is like a 50% to 50% workplace. So basically, of course, you'll still be learning it, but just more extensively. However, for many sixth forms, especially in the UK, they have something of a very weird feature, and that feature is that the social system, not like the ranking system, the socialing system. So they're gonna kind of show but not tell, using this method to simulate kind of a working environment. Now this specific feature also comes down to what I'm about to warn all of you, year 10, year 11s. Please pay attention. Is that if you're not gonna want to be rich, you shouldn't be in sixth form in the first place. Now, this is not to say that non-sixth form, non-A-level colleges can't get you rich, because everyone's got their own ways, and that is fair, and that is completely alright. But here's the problem to consider. Is the system of sixth form truly the way to make yourself happy in the future? Have you ever thought for 1 minute of that one sentence question? Does sixth form make your life better? Will it make her richer or poorer? Or will it make it happier or for worse? Think about that first before you go into any kind of consideration. I don't care if you're pro sixth form or anti sixth form, just think about that question first. Brainstorm it, especially you year 10, year 11s, brainstorm that question first. And then start brainstorming the rest of your plot. Now the second point, and perhaps a very dangerous trap for especially young students from year 10, year 11s who are already looking at what they will do after GCSEs, or I don't know, anything else that they're in secondary. That really easy trap is to think a good education system means you'll have a good time there. Now this is completely not the case, and trust me, because I've been there. Because remember, I'm not gonna say where I'm specifically from, but I have Asian blood, and as you know, the world of Asia is much stricter. No offense, this is in no way to offend any kind of ideology, but in the world of Asia, the majority have a more stricter system, and that's what I'm seeing. But just they're doing the strictness in the wrong way. it's not actually helping us. It doesn't allow us to advance in mindsets, you know. And this is a problem with many sixth form, especially with my school, which I won't give the name, but trust me, you will be in a terrible place if you mistake the concept of a good quality school with a good life. Trust me, two different things, two different universes, two different books. Remember this. Okay? Are you listening? Good. As long as you remember this in your mind, then even if you want to, then at least you won't have any basic regrets. So you're good to go. Okay, now moving on to part 3, where I'll explain what are the terrors in sixth form, if you really are in there, in the place. And even if you really don't want to, here are a few tips and perhaps heads up of what are the terrifying realities of sixth form. Now, from this part of the video on, there will be parts and content you will find distressing. Not pictures that you won't bear an eye on, but just something that I'm talking. When I'm talking, you will find upsetting. So if you want to quit the video, please quit now and go to other channels. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of channels that also do the same thing as I am. But they talk about sixth form and any other kind of YouTube content to help people. So if you want to quit this video now, please do it. Okay. Right. The next part. The dangers of sixth form. Be careful. And listen carefully. So, the dangers of sixth form. The first danger, and the most obvious danger, are actually these pretty looking files. So I was like, oh, I can store everything that I did well in this. Well, that's true, but you are absolutely fucked if you don't have a clear planning structured mind like me. You guys are fucking dead if you guys don't understand these well. So what do I mean exactly by fucking dead? By fucking dead, I mean like the end. Because like it's terrifying. Like even on my first day, I've prepared these files 1 week before my sixth form. And despite I had the dividers, I had everything, I had a strategy on standby before my first day. Trust me, even if you're prepared, if you're mentally and well prepared and organized, you're still gonna feel the magnitude of the terror of sixth form, because nothing can ready for you for that. No matter how much preparations, no matter how good standards you have, absolute bullshit. Don't listen to your teachers if they say that. Oh, you're so organized. You're definitely good to go. Do not listen to it, especially that. Especially because on my first day, like let's take this as an example. Literally, like, no matter how good I organize before, no matter how many like dividers and those like plastic containers I have for any of my materials, they're like, yeah, they're like, and then they just start off like, oh, it's good, you got good dividers, put everything in the right place, and then they start to get really harsh, and then they just go like, you gotta put more. But despite there's really nothing I could put anywhere, that's all I got, you know. I stuffed everything that I have there, and they still go like this. Now this is definitely something they'll put a heads up gently, because sixth form is all about silent pain. I'll go into more about silent pain, part 4. I think it's part 4, right? Yeah, it's part 4. So basically, these folders are the first dangers you will see in sixth form. But if you manage to get these well in the first place, and your teachers are like, nice start, then congratulations, you've passed the first one. Well, don't feel down, you're already past the first one, so nice job for you guys. And second of all, the danger, just kidding. Homework. Now this can be judged on different point of views, and I'll go through one by one of the circumstances, the different levels, depending on where you are. So try to stay with me here. The concept of silent pain can be described in many ways, but in sixth form it is quite grim dark. Really grim dark. And silent pain can be applied to anything during sixth form. Class, homework, projects maybe, if you're doing EPQ, that yes. Coursework, anything you do. Even when you're just reading or just having lunch. Grim darkness. Silent pain. Now what exactly is it? Now there isn't a straight answer to how silent pain is. The only way to know for yourself for sure is to feel it. And trust me, I've been feeling these kind of things since 13 or 14 years old, like much earlier in age, because I grew up in a place not to say my life has been absolutely grim dark. I went to a lot of places, I went on vacation, life was good. But life was kind of got turned around when I was about 13 and 14. But at least I know quite a few people who have this kind of experience in their lives, which is fair. Yet again, that's fair. So anyways, silent pain means no one is there to help you. Honestly, silent pain means no one's there to help you. Your teachers are just gonna pretend to help you. They're just gonna pretend, they're just gonna, oh, it's okay, just do this and this. But you're not going into the source of the problem. Now, you guys are probably gonna get confused. Let's just say, shit, I did bad in this test. So, you guys are probably gonna think the source of the problem is the grades and how to improve their grades. But for me, that's a different view. It's about to care for your mental health first and then learn how to improve, because if you don't have your good mental health, you won't have the ability to improve. That makes sense, right? So yeah, but I don't exactly 100% blame this on the teachers, but let's just say there are gaps that they could fill on a student's mental health, which I can completely see why they have no brain cells to even do that. Anyway, you guys can judge that point of view in different ways. So anyway, silent pain is something that no one loves it, The only way, the only thing that you benefit from it is that when you're forced to feel it. Never ever get yourself into the position of silent pain. Trust me, it's no good. You're gonna regret it. It's gonna torment you for life, for your entire life. Even when you're young, it's like you don't have to go to war to feel silent pain. Just in normal life, you can feel silent pain as well, except there aren't guns, swords, or anything. And I'm already diagnosed with silent pain. Not to say I have to see a doctor, but trust me. Nearly every night, at 12 a.m., I literally, how do you say, I can see nightmares. Any of me who have my gene code, most, if you know the specific Asian area that I'm from, then you will know that we most share this genetic flaw. Well, this genetic flaw is not ancient because it only happened about a few years ago. I won't get into full detail, but I will get to a bit more detail after October because I think it will be a more clearer time to explain what that really is. So yeah, I've already explained this part about silent pain in sixth form, so I hope you guys can understand it.